Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Geo here. Today we're going to go over all the cool stuff I got in the month of April, and I think there might be a May book in here. I'm not too sure. I am missing at least 3 volumes that I wanted to talk about, but unfortunately they will not arrive anytime soon, but you'll see it in the next haul video. And while we're at it, let me remind you that you can join my Discord server. We have a lot of fun over there talking about anime, manga, video games, movies. It's a blast over there, and I hope you can make it. The link is down below, or if you want to become a member, you can subscribe and help out the channel that way. That would mean a ton as well. Let's start with some Viz Media releases. The first one here is Magilumi Air Magical Girls Inc. Volume 7. Can't believe we're already 7 volumes deep. I love Magical Girls, and adding that corporate aspect to it is a lot of fun. Though if I'm being honest, it's the sincerity of the characters that makes this a shining example of how to mishmash tropes and genre ideas into a successful series. We got 1 of 3 Omnibus releases in this haul video. Colette Decides to Die Volume 3. I talked about Volume 1 a couple months back. Fantastic series, highly recommended. The perfect mishmash of Greek mythology, slice of life elements, nursing, and health, while also promoting a healthy, wholesome lifestyle with a positive message of self-care. Really recommend Colette Decides to Die. In the Name of the Mermaid Princess, Volume 6, 1 more volume to go, and we'll have the entirety of this series. A lot of fun to be had here. I will make a video on it as soon as I get Volume 7 and read the whole thing and give you my honest thoughts on this series. I'm very much looking forward to that. Here we have Dark Gathering Volume 13, completely opposite of what I've talked about so far. This one is dark, cool, creepy, and mysterious, but also very familiar if you are a fan of shonen manga. You get some really cool battles in here as the cast is dealing with the evil spirits and all the different henchmen that want to take control of Japan. The art in here is fantastic, super spooky. Look at that. We got another omnibus. This one is Red River Omnibus Volume 3, collecting volumes 7 through 9 of the original run. A fantastic series that you should be getting. This is awesome that it's being released in this format. I know not everybody's comfortable buying omnibus formats when it comes to manga, but truly do give it a shot. If this is the only way that you can get it, then yeah, I'll go all in and celebrate that release. Also from Shoujo Beat, Firefly Wedding Volume 2. I was really impressed by Volume 1. The art is probably one of my favorite looking series that I've read so far in the year. Highly recommended. I'm going to link the video where I talk about Volume 1 towards the end of this video if you want to check it out. From Yen Press, we have Reincarnation Coliseum. You know what? I'm not going to make excuses. I thought the premise was kind of silly in a pervy kind of way, and I wanted to read it to see what all the fuss was about, because I genuinely saw some excitement when I talked about it in my most anticipated manga releases video. So yeah, I do have some thoughts on it. I don't know where I'm going to talk about this book because it is very not safe for work, but it has some interesting concepts. Some not so good ones, but the overall premise is really far out there. So if you want me to talk about Reincarnation Coliseum, oh god, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll figure out how to make a video on it without getting demonetized. Next to it, we have The War of Greedy Witches. This is a Yen Press release that really surprised me last year. Volume 1 was sent to me for review, and I am so thankful for that. I immediately bought Volume 2 when it dropped, and I cannot wait to keep the series going. I know it gets compared a lot to stuff like Record of Ragnarok. I actually like this a little bit more. I like the concept of sort of that Fate Stay Night-esque aspect, not so like grandiose in scale like Record of Ragnarok. This one's a little bit more intimate with a different cast of characters, obviously. And the idea that we follow Joan of Arc is wonderful. She's a great lead character in a story like this. So yeah, definitely looking forward to reading this volume 2 here and continuing it. Hopefully this is not another Record of Ragnarok Viz release where they take forever to come out with new volumes. From Seven Seas, here we have Kemono Jihen Volume 16. I just noticed as I'm making this video that this is all bent to hell and back. I was not aware of that. That's interesting. A great job to the post office. But Volume 16 here, I'm a little behind with my reading on this one, but it's always fun. It's always great. I love that it's your shonen battle series, but the fact that it's about yokai characters makes it extra special, and I really enjoyed that. Here we have the final omnibus release of Tomo-chan is a Girl, and now I'm mistaken when I said earlier that we would have 3 omnis. It's going to be 4. There's an extra one coming up, but this is the final one, collecting volumes 7 and 8 of Tomo-chan, a fantastic series. I am not the biggest fan of 4 Koma, and this one is a little bit better than most. I like the characters a whole lot, and I can set aside my differences with the format and enjoy the humor and the silliness of the premise, with Tomo-chan being this boyish girl, not being seen as a feminine girl by her best friend, who, slight spoilers, turns out to be a romantic love interest down the line. Makes for a funny series with a lot of side characters that really come into their own as you read along, and this one I thought was a lot of fun. So I do recommend it. I love the art, and most importantly, I like the characters, which is why I wanted to support this omnibus release from Seven Seas. Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero Volume 8. If memory serves me right, I'm not looking at the internet right now, but I think we are 3 volumes away from finishing this. I might be mistaken, but it's somewhere along those lines. I've only read up to Volume 6, so I need to start and continue this once again. I don't know if we're gonna get an anime, because the first season ended pretty well. Even though we knew there was more material, I was comfortable with how it ended. Obviously, if you've read the manga, you know that there's a lot more to explore, because we kept with the human side of things. Now we're exploring the demon world, so that's always fun, and I'm interested to see what happens in this one. Mysterious Disappearances Volume 5 from Nujima. This is one of my guilty pleasures. I love this series so much. It has a dash of perviness throughout with certain characters, let's just say that much, and with certain illustrations from the author, but the combination of urban folklore and crime investigation with abnormal superpowers is a very interesting mix. And in this one, we have a lot of cats. If you are a cat fan, specifically yokai cats, I think you will really enjoy Volume 5 here. This is Do You Like Big Girls? Thick Edition, Omnibus 3, collecting volumes 5 and 6. Yeah, you know, if you're a connoisseur and volleyball, of course, that's what I'm talking about. This is a volleyball manga. It just so happens that certain characters here have big personalities, and that makes for an interesting read, right? Not the only one who thought of that, I think. Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, let's go. I don't know if I'll ever review this series because it is not safe for work, but if you're ever interested, I guess I can make a video on it and censor the hell out of it. I don't know, we'll see. Oh god. Let's move on to Kodansha. We have Thunder 3 Volume 4 from Yuki Ikeda. This one is fantastic. I've talked about it a lot. It's so good. If you enjoy superhero comics and action sci-fi manga, if you're a fan of Gantz, for example, you're gonna be hooked to Thunder 3. It's a perfect mishmash of all of that, and the art just continues to excel. I cannot wait to find out what's happening in this volume. I've not read it yet. Definitely recommend Thunder 3 as well. Unfortunately, I'm missing 3 big releases. Sorry about that. So we're going to close out with one of my favorite manga, which happens to be Inspector. Here we have Volume 1. Now you're probably wondering, wait a minute, it's your favorite manga, one of your favorites. Why do you have Volume 1 now? I have collected Volumes 7 through 20, and the reason was that I first discovered Inspector through the anime adaptation back at the start of 2020, so it's been a minute. When I watched the anime, fell in love with it, I told myself, okay, after I'm done with the show, I'll pick up where the story leaves off and start reading the manga. The first season roughly covers the contents of the first 6 volumes, and It wasn't the best material, but the concepts and idea of having this girl be sort of the guardian deity of yokai and them seeing her as a goddess while she's also solving cases, but being a kooky girl with a wacky personality, falling in love with the other main character, even though that other character doesn't necessarily see her in a romantic light, but obviously that changes through the course of the series, while solving yokai cases, basically, is a lot of fun. So my silly brain thought, you know what, I'll get to volumes 1 through 6 at some point. It's okay, it doesn't matter. And I'm typically okay with that. And eventually I thought, you know, let's go back. But then I learned that volume 5 and 6, as of this recording, here in May of 2025, are ridiculously expensive to get, unless you're super lucky and find them at a store or find someone that a generous soul that wants to sell these at a cover price or less, or maybe a little bit more. Stuff like that really puts me off from acquiring those books. So I thought, you know what, if they ever reprint 5 and 6, I'll go back and get the whole thing. So a couple days ago, before making this video, I saw that volume 1 was on sale for dirt cheap, and I picked it up. I was talking about the series at a live stream that I was doing over at the Omnibus Collectors Network, and I was mentioning or telling the people in the live chat how volume 5 and 6 were so rare. It's not a manga crowd, so I was explaining all of that, and one fantastic person, Doc Elevator, shout out, found volume 5, I don't remember which store, but a bookstore near him, and I think it was either cover price or a little bit less, and immediately told me, hey, they have it, you want it? I'm like, yes, of course, yes, no, no questions asked, I'll take it. And he surprised me by gifting me the copy. I was ready to pay and everything. I don't like people gifting me stuff, but I'm not going to turn down a generous gift like that. And he was kind enough to send it in. So here it is, volume 5 of that. So that made me go ahead and pick up 2, 3, and 4. The only volume that I'm missing now is volume 6, and then I'll have the complete North American release so far of Inspector. I think volume 21 is coming up soon, if memory serves me right. But this is so awesome. Thank you so much, Doc, for helping me out. Here is one of my favorite yokai manga, highly recommended. It is long overdue that I make a video on this series. I just haven't had the time to sit down and think of an essay, if you will, to discuss this series, but I plan to in the near future, along with some other good ones. So yeah, that is probably the most meaningful part of this haul video, getting volume 5 of Inspector. So there it is, folks. Pretty small haul. I do apologize. I know a lot of you like to look at super long manga haul videos, but sometimes it's about the quality and not the quantity, right? I wish I had all the money in the world and all the space in the world to buy every single thing out there and show it to you guys and possibly review it as well, but it is what it is. At this point in the video, let me remind you once again, if you want me to review anything shown here, let me know in the comment section, or what you hauled. Let me know as well. If you want to follow me on social media, just search for Manga GEEKDOM. If you want to follow me on Discord, you can join my server. The link is down below. You can become a member to help out the channel. Hit the like button, comment down below, share the video, all that fun stuff. Subscribe if you haven't, if you're watching. I would appreciate it. That'd be great. Thank you all so much. God bless. That's going to be it for now. Stay safe out there. I'll catch all of you in the next one.